Transformative Tarot. How ironic that the blue glyphs in the Mayan calendar for centuries have been referred to as the Transformers, and the blue in the calendar also stands for the races of the planet, which is the melanated race. So when you're watching Transformers, my nigga, you watching yourself. They're just telling you all the beautiful things that you are and can be. And speaking of the Transformers in the inner child and all that fly shit today, right? We have, and I've decided to do probably these videos at nighttime because this is the transition between the day keepers as they change shifts. Yesterday was the white dog, which is loyalty and love, and I don't know if a lot of y'all witnessed it, but I saw a lot of relationships, even especially with self, right? Especially with self, but a lot of relationships and all this expression of love, music. Um, Queenie is in the building. Welcome, welcome. And I know you can feel this energy too, being you know, in that frequency of love, right? Family, the work you're doing, what you love, what you're doing, and everything like that. Well, these last two wave spells, the World Bridger one, and then the Blue Storm, was the universe's way of really clearing us out, and we were pushed and urged to do it in so many different ways. Right, fasting, releasing an album, it's a form of release. We've had different kinds of releases, getting things out of our system one way or another, and the mudras and the people in our lives that represent the old cycle, the old behaviors, blah blah blah, right? Well, all that led up to the wave spell that we're in, which is the blue storm. And today, Friday, is the last day of that wave spell. It's day 13, which is the cosmic tone. And this tone is ushered in by none other than Blue Monkey, which has everything to do with the inner child, everything about playing, everything about the illusion of two-dimensional space with a three-dimensional picture. It's an illusion. You know what I mean? Uh, Creating illusions, destroying illusions, because we are very much staring ourselves in the hall of mirrors, figuring out all the aspects of self at this time. But one thing the universe does not want us to forget to do is to play and realize our magic. And I'm gonna give you a funny thing, because when the transition was happening this evening, I went in the kitchen. I just had a hankering for an egg sandwich, right? So I put it on the counter. I had two left. I was like, cool. I had two left. And as soon as I turned my back and put the carton back in the refrigerator, I heard this shit hit the floor, and that shit just rolled right off the counter. And the way it hit was just so funny. I could not even be mad at it, right? And that's part of what the release was, and the clearing out from the previous two wave spells was to help us really surrender holding on to things, and you know uh just being in the moment and being present, not too much to the right, not too much to the left, not too much in the past, not too much into the future, but very much where we are now. And a good example for myself was, it took martial arts and about 20 years of training for me to actually feel like I was present and in my body. You feel me? In my body. So that was my training in getting rooted and grounded and being present. You know what I mean? If there's a kick and a punch coming at you, you're damn sure gonna wake up. You feel me? It took us a lot of different ways. But that egg today just rolling off the counter was very symbolic, because there's rituals you do with eggs which have that kind of intention behind it. So it was like, even through the play, the magic happens, and it was just the funniest thing. I must have chuckled for at least 15 minutes while I cooked the last egg that I had. But you know, even in the release, it's like there is no lack. You know what I mean? If I gotta go buy a chicken and get the damn eggs out myself, I'll do it, kind of thing. Like there's always gonna be an egg sandwich somewhere. But just to picture that egg rolling off the counter right behind me, and then hitting the floor like it did, was like, it was just hysterical. You know what I'm saying? Y'all cutting up. So let's pull some cards because this is the last day of it. This is when we kind of see the not only the results of this wave spell, but how the last wave spell was and the one prior, depending on how long you're looking at it. I like to do it in four wave spell stretches, which is 52 days. Helps you get a very clear understanding of what's going on with the energy in natural time, right? So that's why I love this deck. Now I can focus in on the day keepers and I got to sacrifice my tarot. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about. So let's have some fun. We're going to pull some cards for people if you like a card. And again, that is an exercise of your own GPS and what you're getting from it. So I'll zoom in on the images and everything. But let's see what today's play, you know, being a monkey. I'm a monkey. I'm a monkey. Oh, I was listening. Remember that what was that old show that used to come on like around the Brady Bunch? The Monkeys. You remember that? Hey, hey, with the monkeys. You know, they was in the back of the head today. This is a good day to watch a cartoon movie. One of your favorite childhood movies or something like that. Like on some never ending story type shit or the Dark Crystal or, you know, really get in touch with the child today. Uh, I know what I'm doing tomorrow as part of the ritual. I'm going down to Walmart under the guise that I got to go pick up a few things for business. But you know, goddamn well, I'm going right down that Transformer aisle because it's been a minute and I know they got some shit in there for me. So, in the spirit of the monkey and the play, I am going down there to browse in the toy section just to see what they got, if they got anything even worth it. You know what I mean? It's been a little raggedy the last couple of years. But and having fun along the way. You know what I'm saying? Uh got a little kitten outside. We've been cutting up for I don't know, ever since she came up on the porch and really started, you know, we started making that bond. So much play, so much magic, and it only happens when we don't have these blockages and borders and challenges and obstacles. And the last two wave spells came in and helped us clear that shit out. I should to the ancestors because they are very much still, uh, you know, what's to that? We're getting close to that. Everything being direct. I think Uranus or Pluto is the last one, but either way, these are generational planets. I was just doing that. I was just doing that mood, queen, and I was just coughing shit up. All right, play. We have the Dreamcatcher, and we're gonna move these down here because the lighting in here get funny. There'll be a couple of dimensions going on at one time, believe it or not. I know some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Uh, let's get some light up in here. Maybe if I put this screen down. Yep, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. We have Dreamcatcher. Again, yeah, late night magic for your ass. Dreamcatcher in this instance is recalling those dreams. Yeah, new coloring book. Yeah. The color, that kind of shit right there. Uh, monkeying around, slipping on damn bananas. You know what I'm talking about? But Dreamcatcher is here to restore those childhood dreams of things that we wanted to do that we dared not do as adults, perhaps. You know what I'm saying? Because of devil energies, because of being bound by different things. So this is really you know, the crescendo of the wave spell symphony that we've been in, where we really get to let loose. And it came with a measure of balance because we had to learn how to carefully let that dark energy into the fold to be equalized with the light. You know what I'm saying? We had to really kind of ease into that because unchecked is going to go haywire, and without the discipline and the inner child for me in the darkness is kind of linked because it's the first things that we experience. You know what I mean? As a child, we pretty much were in that Lilith kind of energy, that dark. We just wanted what we wanted. We didn't have any rules. We didn't like going to bed on time. We didn't like going to school. It was like a rebel under that, all that. You know what I'm saying? We had shit we wanted to do. What the fuck y'all talking about? So easing that back into the fold and letting that energy balance out the light makes a complete being on this planet, right? Super Mario, how fucking about it? You know, my shit was Zelda. Like I love those games where you had to follow the maps and find all kinds of hidden shit. You know what I mean? On some World of Worlds, Carmen San Diego kind of shit. And I mean that 64-bit system was the shit back in the day. You remember that? But that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about honoring that part of us that just likes to cut loose. You know what I mean? You got a big ass bag of chips with you on top of all kind of other stuff. Mario would be, and then we had oh man, Sega. Uh, you know, we still had Nintendo. We had all that shit. Yeah, you know, Sega Genesis was my joint. Bionic Commando. Like I could just go down and list all the games. I sat for days just finishing the levels and beating the game and then putting it on hard and doing it again. You know what I mean? It was a whole, and even the old Nintendo with like Kid Icarus and you know, little fighting shooting player games and stuff like that. Where do we lose, you know, the time that we used to get all that in? You know what I mean? What happened between here and here? You know what I mean? Was a lot of the false reality or the unnatural time of things. You know what I mean? It's not to say we can't grow up and be responsible, but for me, being an adult is all about having results. It has nothing to do with the play. It's a whole different mentality. And it's so rigid and structured that damn, you know what I mean? It just killed the vibe. And that's kind of what this devil is. Now, on the flip side of all this, is, you know, the devil is the darkness. You know what I mean? That evil, if you take the D out, and even playing on this side, don't take the D out, the evil, because that's Lilith energy. You know what I'm saying? The D into the evil. If you catch my drift, like having that kind of fun, practical jokes, the pranks, you know, fart touch blackout, punch buggy, uh, step on a crack, you break your mother's back. Like all these childhood things come to the surface to be, you know, to have that evolution in our present day time and experience. So maybe there's new things, you know, in that devil energy is that where that balance really gets to play a little bit more in our lives than it did prior because of our whatever hangups might have been or whatever, you know, whatever. But we should be past that now, especially with the way the world is. Like we see all the grimy shit going down, and it's getting is just finally it's getting its just due. You know, it's going to take a while. We probably won't be able to see it all in our lifetime, but damn, what a beautiful time to be the ushers in of the balance. You know what I mean? To be balanced once again, and to be free and open enough to express ourselves totally, without all the strings and the puppet masters, and to be free and not be, you know, because that same energy that they told us not to do is the same shit that they're doing in all these secret cults and societies, holding harnessing all that energy. But the difference is the heart and the consent and the intentions behind all that. You know what I'm saying? So what are we doing? Not using our own magic and putting the correct energy out there. So there's a lot to do with play. Take that as you will when we talk about this monkey energy, monkeying around. You know what I'm saying? Um, Whether you an orangutan or you a silverback, you know what I mean? What kind of monkey are you when it comes down to it? And let's get two more cards. Oh yeah. We'll get that card right there, then I'll get you a card, Queen. I think you said you wanted one. The King of Diamonds. Again, the heart that was hidden in the chest. The gold. Looking forward. The one-eyed king who sees more than people with two eyes. Kind of energy. Finding fun. You know, even today I felt the energy coming back in with this blue monkey. I was sitting at the counter at the corner store. This lady looked up and she was this sister. She was looking at the sign, It's like crawdads. I ain't bring no crawdads. What? And then it just became a play. I was like, well, next time you marry, bring you some. She was like, nah, I ain't gonna get none this time because the price is out of control. I said, the price is out of control. I said, it's just out of season. And blah, blah, blah. It just turned into this whole funny thing. And to top it off, she walks out the store and I'm next in line. And I notice her keys are sitting there. So I'm just kind of like holding them up for her as she comes back in the door because I kind of knew they were for, I had to insist that they were hers, of course. You know what I'm saying? But that can only happen when we're present. I might add, if we're still dwelling or harping or being so closed off to the rest of the world, we can't have these experiences. We are not allowing ourselves. Okay, so let's just keep that in mind. The value of play, the value of having a good time, of cutting loose. You know what I mean? But the thing with our See, the next wave spell is about wisdom, and it's going to be the yellow human, which I am. So I'm going to be in y'all asses for the next 13 days, starting Saturday. And what we're going to do is extract the wisdom from the journey. That's what came to me, and that's what we're going to do with it. You know what I'm saying? So the wisdom of our past experience has quite substantial value right now, especially with people now starting to see what magic actually looks like. It's not the hocus pocus shit on the screen, but I'm talking real life signs and symbols. And this is another reason why Dreamcatcher is there, because she helps to decipher and decode. She helps decipher and decode those symbols that you get in the dream state. She works with sigils, any of those markings, any of those um, interpretations that are what I mean? Why am I seeing buses? You know what I mean? Why am I having a tooth getting pulled in a dream? Why am I running into this person or that person? So she offers you that kind of protection and that kind of dissemination of the dream state. But we're in a really funky state because a lot of people, they're going to be looking for other people who understand what's going on energetically, which is why soul groups are so far apart on the planet. Because if we were all in the same space, then goddamn, the other half of the world would be suffering instead of having that one person to come in there and be like, yo, motherfucker, the light is red. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what it is. And at the same time, it's like there's still a lot here for us as well. You know what I mean? Oh, look, Queenie, look, look. When you're in this natural time, you're automatically in tune with the collective. This is just like any kind of species of birds on one island coming up with a conclusion of how to open a coconut somehow magically 3,000 miles away. Same group of birds is getting that message. How does it happen? We say we don't know, but those of us who have the eye understand that it's all connected. And if we're in that pool together consciously, oh yeah, you're gonna feel all that shit. You know what I mean? You're gonna be like, why I got a hankering for some jalapenos today? And then you get into one of these chats and people are cleaning out and they're using fire because they're working with the root chakra or some crazy shit, right? You're like, oh, you know what I mean? Then you add your 2 cents about what you've been doing and now you got a full puzzle. Right? That's how it's supposed to work. So Queenie, let's get you together here. Queenie, I'm gonna draw 2 for everybody. Um oh, look at this. Okay. You got the strength and you got corsage. I know both of y'all got this deck, so you can pull them out and do your thing. But let's talk about it. Corsage is interesting because she's been coming out a lot lately, and I've been seeing a lot of things. One thing I want you to take notice of right here, Queenie, is if I do this, and you see what you have right there, okay? But in general terms, this is the first time. Never as good as the first time. This is the graduation. This is the initiation and completion. This is the celebration after a major event. Corsage, when I did this picture, this is like her first pregnancy with all those little cheering in hers up in the belly. But even the name is like, that when the man comes to pick the girl up to go to to the prime brings a corsage. So this could even be a gesture of some type. You know what I mean? Like um, this could be getting a degree kind of thing. You feel me? But it definitely has something new, something to be initiated into, going to another level. You know, like a graduation. And with the strength card here, well, I mean, with this right here, maybe a testament to what you've gone through. Maybe this is more confirmation for you of what got you to this point, the strength. The strength card here, most decks is about taming the lion, but this is about breaking social norms. This is about getting out of the cellar, you know what I'm saying, of breaking loose, getting the weight off, breaking the chains that, it's kind of got the devil feel, but this would be the active breaking away from that kind of energy. So anything that, just does not help you or serve you kind of energy, this shit is going right out the window. And it's because you had the strength to look past, you know, and this is for everybody. I like to think of these pulls as collective as much as it is for you. Everybody else can get something out of this, right? This is going past your gender. This is going past your race. This is going past your demographic. This is looking beyond. This is okay. We back. We back. We back. All right. All right. All right. We're still here. But it's just that energy of freeing, liberating oneself, liberation. You know what I mean? And having the strength to do that. Where maybe people, not even in our time, but people from our family or our bloodlines did not have that same opportunity or strength to get out of those kind of situations. You understand what I'm saying? Alrighty, there you go, Queenie. And I'm sure you're gonna get a lot more out of that because these two are telling quite a story together. Corsage and strength. Let me squeeze them in there a little bit. But that's actually the first time I really noticed that Sage was up in there like that. And we are in the Mayan calendar, we are in the year of the great sage, or sage is the shaman, the white wizard. So this is all tying in with everybody coming into their power. You just think about being a wizard in the kitchen, you know what I mean, and knowing your shit. But there's so much more, you know what I mean? And maybe the strength has that kind of notion. There's so much more um, coming up, coming out. You know what I mean? This could be the mucus coming out, but this is like the spiritual mucus that's been on top of gifts and talents and abilities type thing. So I have to look, there's a lot to look forward to. With the next wave spell starting on Saturday, like I said, it'll be the yellow human. It's a good time for meditation. Because yellow humans, we operate different. We don't need books. We get it directly from the source. We don't need the middlemen. You just sit in there in a and it's just one of those things where at the time shit we say don't make sense at first because it's coming from somewhere else. And this is about your influence on the world. This is about your wisdom, and this is about empowering oneself. So these next 13 days starting Saturday will have those kind of familiar tones that I just mentioned. All right, Britt, let's get you going. You're welcome, Queenie. Let's see what we got here for Britt. But I'm gonna leave these up while I shuffle, Queenie, if you wanna oh no, you got the card, right? Get these back in there. I'll tell you what, since we having fun with it, I'm gonna throw one more on top of there on your ass. And I'm not gonna say what it's gonna be. Ooh, King of Hearts. I'm gonna leave you with that right there. And for those who don't know, this is Fancy's deck. There we go. The King of Hearts. More of that compassion. More of that compassion. And that really speaks to all things around you, you know what I'm saying? Unconditional love doesn't play the favorite game. The favorites. And it says that it just accepts. Everybody who they are, where they at, kind of energy. All right. All right. Cream by we only got two in here. Okay. Weird. And I like it like that. It's a lot more. Seems a lot more sacred than 800 people in the room. I don't know how folks be doing it, but all right. Now, damn sure wouldn't be pulling no fucking cars in the room like that. You gonna get the general, and I'm gonna get the fuck out of there. You know what I'm saying? PayPal, Cash App type shit. Y'all know how I do it. Hello, Lisa J. Welcome in. Okay, Britt, I got these earlier. I got this and the Anise Star. I think you saw because I saw your comment, and I appreciate the comment on Instagram. But this card came out, and if you saw that reading, this has got that same energy. And then you got the Fool. Well, my goodness. What was that word from yesterday? Uh, damn Bluetooth speaker. But welcome in, Lisa. If you want a card, we're giving everybody a card or two. Britt, this is what you got: the Fool and the Star. Just really, yeah, the Anise and the Fool, the Anise Star. Mm-hmm. The word something destiny, manifest destiny, clandestine. Okay, there you go, clandestine. Uh-huh. You look up the etymology of that, yeah. Yeah, clandestine. What's the official definition of clandestine for all the people? And that's the thing I like about YouTube. Besides Instagram, you can always see the chat. You can see the chats now in the replay, so this is great. But the star card, this is this is really about your expression. It feels like it holds the same weight as it did before earlier today, but this is the Fool on top of it, right? Secret and concealed. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, okay. Well, the sacredness of things, and then on top of that, you got the Lovers. So this is about a decision. This is a dance with destiny. It feels like it really does. It really does. It really does. Purchase something in secret or in concealed manner, often involving covert activities or hidden operations. Well, shit, that should be us with the universe every goddamn day. You know what I'm saying? Clandestine with me and the divine. Don't be buying my lyrics out there. I know there are other people. You know, bro, you got copyright your shit too. Remember, I had to remind myself I gotta get some of this shit copywritten. Reminds me of the Veil card you pulled from the other day. Well, it is along those terms. You know, when you step back and look at it in a broader sense of everything that's happened, and you know best by your day to day of what's been going on. But you know, the Lovers is just it goes along with that blue monkey energy. You know what I'm saying? That blue monkey energy. The love of what you do, the dance and the expression, and being a fool is kind of like, you know, that being a fool is more about just the lightheartedness. You know what I'm saying? Just the lighthearted play. You know, being a fool and seeing all the this is doing new things. It's trying new things, going new places, meeting new people. It's really expanding your light. And I think this is more of a choice right here for you because I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You can sit still and not do anything and nothing will happen. But this is saying if you make that choice to take that dance, you know what I mean, that light and that dark, making sure that that's all together within, you know what I mean? Uh, The expression is already there. It's just a choice. It's like where are you going to take it to as well. You know what I mean? Because the white dog was yesterday. Where is it leading you? Where is your love leading you? What is the loyalty, the magic and the play? It's almost like letting go of the wheel this time. This is the part where you surrender. Yeah, just stay open. It's like that interaction I had said before at the store. You know what I mean? Most people would just be like, and the conversation might have ended one or two, you know what I'm saying? One or two sentences and then going silent. Where when you're open, you can have a full blown conversation and be the funnest shit in the world, but it'd be play. What's a good example of this? I don't know if y'all are around, but when we were in Clubhouse, Journey, me, and Delight, and a couple of people, we do these games at the end of the night, and it kept you in the moment. You know what I mean? A lot of this is about being present, being present. Let me get one more for you because yeah, because you got the moon. You know what I mean? Things that there's your clandestine right the fuck there. The moon card. Right, because that's where the gift is. The present. Yep, that's right, the gift. But the moon card, you want to talk about clandestine, and maybe this is more of that energy between you and the divine, having things manifest in their own time without anybody's input. Very much, yeah, that's the most clandestine card I can think of right now. Besides, shit, that might be it right there. You know what I mean? Besides maybe the high priestess or something. But this is and we're in a cosmic day. I'm looking at all these planets under there, and again that yin and that yang energy, really about the masculine and feminine. So I'll say what I say in the class the other day was no, in class I had a conversation I was having yesterday. Right now we're being asked to stand in our authority, and the best rulers know when to fold them. They know when to let go of the wheel. That's what part of being a leader is. Part of being a leader, an effective leader, is the art of listening, because everybody's going to tell you what the issue is. All you have to do is be quiet and listen and then take the action. It's one of those things, is that fine point in the middle of all these extremes that we've been going through. You know what I'm saying? From the hottest summers to the coldest winters kind of energy. You feel what I'm saying? All that was training so you can maintain your balance, because dancing is a very graceful thing, right? Especially when it's with the universe, the rhythm of the universe kind of energy. There's a dance here. That light, that dark within us should be like this. You know, feel me? You know what I mean? I mean, I see a lot, I ain't gonna lie. I hear it so much, when people are asking certain questions that they're looking for help. Sometimes I just hear this and long-winded me campaign. This is what I instead of being critically that critical listening and getting what they need. You know what I'm saying? It's really about the selflessness in that kind of aspect of when you're in the business of advising or counseling people. You know what I'm talking about? But even in your personal endeavors and your projects and things of that nature, I can attest this too. It's like it's so much fun right now, right? It's so much fun. But just like with that inner child, if we had to, raise ourselves or our own inner child, if we had that option, you still would have to maintain the rules. You still would have to have a bedtime. You still would have to have the discipline. You know what I'm saying? You still would have to listen to what the hell your mama and daddy was saying, kind of shit. You know what I mean? You're going to listen. It's the only way you can get the wisdom. Oh, that's a simple Google, Lisa. I wish I could do it for you, but I'm connected right now. Let me think. We just had the moon, didn't he? Didn't we just had the moon? every 2.5 days. So let's say what? When was the moon? Was it Tuesday? Some shit like that. And we in Capricorn season, so it was either Capricorn or Cancer. So 2 more days. It's either in Leo or Aquarius, one of them two. I don't know. But it's 2.5 days for each for the moon for a sign. But all right. Being a kid in that play, I'm gonna tell you who's with the moon right now. But we gonna get your cards right now. I know that. Let's see. There's another planet next to the moon. If it's bright, it's a close planet. Let's see. Let's see if we can figure this out using critical thinking. What I already did while I pull these cards. There it is, Taurus. There we go. So that star next to that moon that you might be seeing, what you're probably seeing is Jupiter, because Jupiter is also in Taurus right now. And for all my peoples who have Taurus placements, please get it in before May rolls around. Get as much in as you can. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Did I shuffle these? The card and the strength came out again. If it's bright, it's Jupiter. You can see Jupiter because it's one of the largest planets. But Uranus is back in the cut somewhere over there as well. Shocking shit out of the world right now. Uranus ain't doing nobody's ass yet. Neither is Pluto. Alright. There's a lot of alignments that we're not going to see again in our lifetime that are happening right now. So, enjoy these moments. I'm telling you. There's certain conjunctions and stuff like that are going on right now that we're not going to see again in our lifetime. It's not so much about knowing about it, because you can know about it and not do a thing about it. But being open, you will feel this shit. All right, I wanted to shuffle these real good for you, Lisa, because sometimes you're talking about shit. And damn, these motherfuckers holding up pretty good. I've been reading the fuck out of folks. These cards are holding up pretty good. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Especially with Taurus, please, every day, give yourself more credit than you think you deserve. Please. All right, there we go. I'm gonna give you 3, 2, 3. Okay. Wow. Got cards knocking shit off. Let's see what they're doing. Oh, that's why. I'm gonna get 3 for you too. Santa Morte on the bottom of the deck. We got Tausi. Wow. And then you got the Queen. Wow. So let me just give you some of the mythology of these cards, the stories. Santa Morte is, and maybe this will be a lot easier for you to digest. I don't want to go into all that high science shit. I just want to keep it playful. All right. Santa Morte is one of the most ride or die bitches in the goddamn pantheons out there. Let's just keep it a buck. She is very much neutral about her allegiance. You know what I mean? She just deals with change and death. And in this context right here, even the way she's drawn was meant to show how beautifully badass death is. How beautiful she really is. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where the stigma behind it is being released. But her job here is to reinforce that connection with the ancestors through ritual practice. The libations, the pouring of libations. She has a scar right there, which is one of those methods of divination. You'll see it every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Not too many people I've seen do that, but these are the ways that we connect to the ancestors in one aspect. But I get a lot of Lilith off for her as well. So this is that sultry side, and you got all these feminine archetypes out here. You got triple goddess energy going on, like going on. So this could be that me, myself, and I, the older, the newer, and where you at right now. Um, uh, sheesh, is giving eggshell energy too. The stages of womanhood. But let's keep going, right? Tausi. Tausi is a mermaid princess, and her cause is one of everyone's cause in that environment under the ocean. She fights against, you say she fights against pollution and the little beer plastics ending up on dolphins' noses, that type of shit, right? But she fights for the bigger picture. But her armor is actually living armor. Her armor is that of the animals that live in the kingdom. They surround her. This is a very animal totemish kind of energy where these different qualities or these different aspects form the armor of the individual and serve a purpose. You know what I mean? It could be a million different things. Really, it's one of those things where it absolutely wants you to look at what's around you. What is the things that protect you? Like your spiritual practice, for one thing, is a protection. Like the maintenance of it. I do this on Saturday. I do this on Sunday. I make sure this is done at least twice a week. Kind of energy. That's part of the armor. The work is the protection. You know what I'm saying? But this is also connected to the animal kingdom and primal energy at the end of the day. You feel me? Primal energy. And that is Lilith energy as well. You know what I mean? Lilith got such a bad rap in the world that to this day we still have the what I like to call the passive aggressive witch hunt of not having a 13th floor. You feel what I'm saying? It's very in your face, but quietly. Okay. So Tausi, yeah, she's and these are willing. These are components that are willing to lay down their lives for the greater cause as well. You understand what I'm saying? And then you got Queen Mother who, speaks for herself. Here we go again. You asked where the moon was and who the moon was with. Well, here's your answer. The Queen Mother. You see how spirit works? There she is. So, you get yourself kudos for that right there. You just didn't know who it was, but you knew it was for somebody. And again, 28-day cycle in the Mayan calendar equals 13 perfect months. Again, another feminine number. It really is telling you about getting in touch with that feminine side, the dark side, the wild side, bringing that into the fold just a bit more, making a ritual practice out of it. Today is a great day to start. Today is a great day for flirting and things of that nature, light flirting and lighthearted playfulness. You know what I mean? This is uh she's like the culmination of all the fairies that I've done. She's the wisdom, she is the experience, she is the ritual. You know what I mean? It really is. It really is. You know what I mean? This is some uh it's a lot. It's a lot. Like to look at this after wave spells that we went through, it's like this is what's coming to the surface after all the BS was kind of removed. You know what I mean? Even if you didn't remove it all the way, you're at least aware of what it was because it was showing a lot of us what we needed to let go and release at this time. And maybe there was a fear or stigma behind all this, kind of like that strength card that keeps popping up, right? And its different meanings of taming the inner beast, so to speak, because there's a lot of animalistic nature in all of these. You know, you got the owl, you got the wolf, you got all these. Don't even ask me because when I channeled that, I was definitely in another world. So I don't know what half of that shit is. But you see the animals, right? And then you got the ancestors and that Santa Muerte, that Lilith energy. hmm The donkey or that ass, yeah, you know, and that what Christ wrote in the Jerusalem and shit before he started knocking tables over, before he started doing jokes in Jerusalem. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So this is definitely about the feminine energy within you, and that there is a lot of wisdom to be gained by the exploration of the dark energy. This is very, you know what I mean? It's got a lot of the light and it's got a lot of the dark. Where I see Queen Mother would be like the culmination of all that. You know, she would master all that. She's in a dark circle. You know what I'm saying? Everybody but you, priestess. You ain't getting no more cars. I'll tell you why. Because you in the what was that we said today? Because I talked to priestess earlier today. The frequency, the bandwidth. Who's playing in the band? You know what I'm saying? The bandwidth. You're going to get it. People are going to see it on you. All this shit is going to start being real fun. You know what I mean? Almost effortless. But this is beautiful. I'm gonna pull one more for you, Lisa, because I think this is the first time I might be reading for you, unless you're on IG under another name, or I'm just forgetting about it. But let's ask the right question because the intent is everything. Okay. And yeah, I got you, Andrea. If you want a card. King of Clubs. Oh, putting that knowledge to use. The Master Key. Okay, so now it's making more sense when we look back at that and then putting it into the full view. Yeah, yeah. That's it right there. Yeah, that's it right there. There's a group from the '70s called the New Birth. If you go look at their album cover, it's very similar to this. Only it's a lady getting out of the egg, hatching out of the egg with this skimpy little chickie dress on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? And it's a new birth. The red dragon is the first archetype in the Mayan calendar out of the 20 and represents that new beginning. So look at all that. Look at all that. Look at all that. But it's a choice. It's a choice. You go back to that old shit if you want. You can be in the corner in the box or, deny what your soul or all that fly shit. People be bullshitting like just same as I got favorite singers and actors, I got favorite porn stars, and I will not hesitate to tell you who they are because I honor both sides. We should not be so scared to have these conversations and be taboo. Like, what are you talking about? You gotta embrace that. What is in the dark must come to the light. And when it comes to the light, that's when this shit happens right here. This is the taming of the Kundalini energy, the dragon. And dragons are associated with the wisdom. Wait till this next 13 days hit your ass starting Saturday. I guarantee you. You don't even have to know the calendar or follow it. Just take note. 13 days from Saturday, starting Saturday, and go on that journey of extracting the wisdom. All right. All right. All right. So we're moving into that. Damn, I lost that card already. The blue monkey. We're definitely in that blue monkey. Okay. Definitely in that blue monkey. Yeah, this is enter the dragon shit right here. Enter the dragon. So with this, I'll say a couple words, practices, things, because this is going to ask for new things from you. You got to dive into new things. Tantric energy and sexual kung fu come to mind. And we're not just talking about in the bedroom. It's a philosophy that you do throughout your whole life. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting at my desk and something said go on YouTube. Pluto goes into Aquarius on Saturday, so there you go. The transformation is as Darth Vader would say, complete. And Darth Vader is definitely that dark side energy. It's the dark side of the tree of life. You know what I mean? That's Anakin Skywalker after the transformation. That's how he brought balance to the Force, because at first he was good, then he was bad. Then he had a son and a daughter. Sounds familiar. Familiar ass mythology. All right. Let's see what we got here. You want cards, Dre? Ain't you supposed to be at work? What you getting paid for? What you over there getting paid for? I want that job. I want to come on YouTube and get paid at somebody else's place. Nah, I'm cool. I'll stay right here. You want these, let's see. You said you want cards here. Let's see if we get these smoking. That was bad. All cap. All cap, though. We back to that. You screaming? You really? We yelling through the text. Lisa, there's a lot of power in all of what we just talked about, and there's an accountability for that too. I just need to put that out there. To whom much is given, much will be, that whole thing. I'm at work, so I have to scream it to no. Oh, Lord have mercy. Queenie, somebody come get your girl. Come get it. I'm about to really shuffle this shit up because I ain't trying to hear no more cap shit. Let's see here. And this YouTube, don't be telling niggas where I'm at. Play. Be playful today, y'all. Please be playful today. Be playful. Do not miss a moment to have fun. So, look, when you have wave spells, every card, every archetype that shows up is like an ingredient to the mixture. This last wave spell has been a lot of water, a lot of clearing, a lot of cleansing, a lot of letting go, a lot of planting of new seeds, and a lot of that star energy. Now that all the work is done, it's time to play. You ain't done yet, god damn it. Sit your ass down. It was all meant to make us lighthearted and clear out the energy. Nothing is wrong. We are not broken. We do not need to be fixed. We need to be balanced. Ginger, get that shit out. The Emperor, great card. And then this is what I'm talking about, the Red Moon. That was a couple of days ago, but it should not be a concern staying at the 0 point. Do not be concerned. You need to look that word up. The etymology, that is. Everybody said, I understand. All right, here we go. We back. My bad. Here we go again. All right. Signature coming up again. Signature, imprint, authority, control. This is a lot of cleaning out for you right here. Yeah, it is, isn't it? And I'm glad you caught that. It is. It's that because, again, view this as collective, because Lisa, I need you to pay attention to all these feminine archetypes that come out of here kind of thing as we move on. This motherfucker keep clicking out. All right. This is love. This comes on the tail end of the white dog, which was yesterday about love. Look at all those hearts. Look at all those hearts. I can't tell you when I did this. I think she was one of the first 3 fairies I did. So this is about 2015. But, Spirit works funny because look what they had me put on the jar right in the back. Wisdom. But look, if you turn it that way, it's an 8. what this is saying really is we've always had it, we always will, we're always where we need to be, putting the pieces together to get to this point right here where we stand in our authority. This is the refining, this is the purifying of the process. Universal water, process, flow, and purify. Go with the red moon. But this is more about remembrance. Remember how we program water. It's funny because I just posted in the group and I don't know nobody saw it, but the white dog is the same signature as the dude who created the water test, the Yoamoto or whatever the fuck his name is. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be on here all night, but he is a white dog, which was yesterday talking about the water and programming water. But that was about the memory, because we tend to forget just how dope we are, or we tend to forget what we came here to do. This kind of energy is saying that this is kind of like what's underneath all the cleansing. You know what I mean? And this is for all of us, really, to get back to this seat of authority. And a side note for people who haven't been here before, when you ever see masculine archetypes, that's about action for me, for a lot of these cards. So don't get caught up in the gender, please. If you see a guy, take it as the outside. If you see a girl, take it as the inside. All right. Uh, this is about the nourishment. This is what goes in comes out, because it's more about the mixing bowl. You know what I'm saying? Now I think look at that again. That bowl looks different because that could be a sound bowl as well. But whatever it is, it's nothing but love. The ingredients that she sprinkle. You see all them little hot hearts and shit. That's not candy. Some of that shit bitter as fuck, but it's done out of love. You know what I'm saying? It might be some onions up in there. It might be some chili peppers up in there, but you're gonna know what to put in there, especially with your lineage. You know what I'm saying? I done seen that shit go to work and follow some of that. You know what I mean? And it works. So whatever's coming down the pike as far as this ginger, and this is ginger's really good for the head space anyway. Let me see. Let me get you one more. Since you want to be screaming at folks all the way up there. The Queen of Clubs. The Marie Laveau card. All right, all right. Lisa, here we go again. This is right up your alley. But this is for you, all that fly shit, Brit. I agree. The spices of life, the variety. We're not eating, canned beans and hot dogs every day, kind of thing. The Queen of Clubs, very much about the intuition, and this is uh, this is more about the ritual magic and practice. The actual, you know what this reminds me of? This looks like this would be, it's actually you in the car, then what's behind you would be like the Zen zone. It has a lot to do with your sacred space and where you do your magic. And as you can see in the curtains back there, those are the Orisha coming out through the curtain in the back. You know what I mean? There's your Shango, there's your Obatala, there's your Eshu, all those different archetypes. Mirror magic everywhere, coins, the offerings, the candles, the crystal ball, the incense, the whole ritual, the whole meditation, you know what I'm saying? The cross. So even blending of systems, because that was a big thing down here when they couldn't practice their practices, so to speak. They merged deities down here. You feel me? They merged deities with different systems. That's where we get all these saints and shit from. But they're really just archetypal energies that have the same attributes and archetype energy. Same ingredients, right? The same spices, just with different names. But this is a very intuitive card right now. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's see if we notice anything before we cut that out. What they're doing right here. Just want to kind of move it back a little bit. Definitely balanced. You got two feminine and two masculine archetypes. Mm-hmm. And it's the inner world. The inner world is where the magic is happening. That's where the mixing bowl and the crystal ball shit is going on. But it's like to the outside world, it doesn't look like you're doing anything. You know what I'm saying? It's very much an internal art going on right there. But it's the clearing and the cleansing out. Practice your signature. Whenever I see emperor energy, that's about your authority, a seat of authority. Your seat of authority. So those are kind of like keywords. Yeah, get you a snake. You know what I mean? Go into town square and dance and get niggas out of jail. You know what I'm saying? Like do the damn thing, whatever your whatever you want to do. But her shit was so tight that they couldn't find her house. Like that always blew my mind. You know what I'm saying? Just kept going right by it. And then Bobby Hemmett said he had the same shit happen to him. You know what I mean? And I've seen it, and I'm sure we all have, where it's kind of like that magic is cloaking and protecting you at that time. You know what I mean? But then again, that's what the ancestors are helping you with. You know what I mean? A lot of ancestral energy tonight. Hmm. No, this is for you. It ain't for Lisa. Lisa just, you know what I'm saying? Because she had all that feminine energy come through. I just told her to, make sure since this is like a more of a collective read. No, this is you. Do I have to scream it because you all waited? I'm gonna wait, niggas. I don't give. This is you, and this, and this, and this. All this right here, Priestess Andre. This is you. Shit. You know what I'm saying? That's you right there. Off the grid, yeah, Well, it's more than that, Britt. It's a vibration because everything we've ever wanted or dreamed it's always been here. Even people who have passed on. We're just talking about levels of consciousness and vibrations. You can literally disappear through a wall, but that's because you're on a level higher than the wall. You know what I'm saying? We're just talking about frequency and vibration. It gets to the point where you realize that the only reason you're not experiencing it or seeing what it is that you desire in your life is because you don't want to. Somewhere under there. You feel what I'm saying? But once you reach that frequency and match it, you're going to see it. That's one of the things where you've been living in a neighborhood for 10 years and you're just now seeing this house or this place of business. You know what I'm talking about? Or on the other end, now you know where the crack house is. You feel what I'm saying? It just depends on which way you're rolling that day. You know what I'm saying? Be whatever. But just an example, it's all about that bandwidth. Who is playing in your band? Not the band length, the bandwidth. Bring what card again forward? Which one you talking about? Okay, there you go. And then we'll get some closing after that. Let me see. That. Bing. I forgot you was at work. I was gonna get on you. Be like, you got the deck. Pull it out. You got the deck. There you go, right there. Have a stare for a hot second. Who are you playing in the band with? Don't get me started with these words. You know I love playing with that shit. But who are you playing in the band with? Life is an orchestra. It's a symphony. You know what I mean? You come down to New Orleans, you gonna see bands all over the place. Girl, you better promote my deck out there. I know you know. Playing with you. Mm-hmm. It's just ritual. It speaks of sacred space or that space where you create. Mm-hmm. Let me lean it up a little bit. Get some of that detail to that background. So there you go. There you go. And even that red candle, we're dealing with a lot of root energy because we are at the beginning. But as above, so below. I wonder if the root is the crown in the other realm. You know what I'm saying? Just like a tree. Are those roots in the ground or is that heaven? And the trees and the branches and leaves we see are actually rooted in the clouds of the air. Who knows? Who knows? The Who on the what in the background? It's a 15 on the cup in the background. Talk about that one? Let me see. I don't remember drawing that shit. I know there's a bottle back there. It ain't gonna let me zoom in no more. Yeah, that's much message. Let's pick it up and see. Well, if you saw it, you saw it. I'm not here to dispute nothing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Be all kinds of stuff. You'd be surprised. Shit, I'm still surprised. I drew this shit. I'm still finding stuff. So I know I wasn't alone in that room that day. You feel me? Definitely wasn't here. Definitely wasn't here with it. So whatever you got out of these, what you meant to, and that's probably gonna be the last of that right there as far as the messages. I don't know. I'm saying. Pull one more and then we're gonna get to this you're welcome, you're welcome. We're gonna get to this blue monkey energy. Remember, be lighthearted, let the magic do its thing. You are the magic. Sometimes you don't have to lift the wand. You just step in the room. I think we all really need a nice refresher example course of what magic really is so we can see all we can really see what it was, because we've always had it. But this time, just let go of the wheel a little bit. Let's see. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's going down, y'all. Don't get scared now. Don't get scared. Don't get scared. Do not get scared. Do not get scared. We have the tower. We have the lovers, and we have Etsnab, which is the third to the last in the process, which is the white mirror, the hall of illusions, where we see all aspects of ourselves. This feels like we can choose to deny those parts of ourselves or ignore the dance. We could be the wallflower or the observer, or we could participate in it. We all going to fall out of this motherfucking dimension one day. I've decided that as long as I'm here, I might as well show my ass and do what I do unapologetically. What else you going to do between then and there? Besides, be miserable and stuck where you are. I don't believe I signed up for that at all. You know what I mean? And even though it's a little difficult being just a little different than what people are used to, I, I just find there's just too much shit to have fun with to even be concerned about it. So the tower, this isn't the one that you see crumbling usually. The funny thing about this is this tower actually has lightning rods in place. So this is really securing that foundation, you know what I mean, at this time. Being secure, being stable. All those things that used to sabotage and knock the tower down. This is like extracting that wisdom I was talking about earlier. You know what I mean? But the mirror comes with the sword of truth. The sword cuts through the illusion. It cuts through the illusion. Who you thought you were, who you think you are, uh, what you think of good and evil, right and wrong. I was thinking about since we're in a love frequency today. Isn't it funny how the shit that we are most uncomfortable with or don't like to reveal about ourselves be the one thing that motherfuckers love about you? You know what I'm saying? Um, Sometimes it takes that reflection of another person to kind of get that message through. But in the Hall of Mirrors, it's straight all you, looking at all the aspects of yourself. You know what I mean? And it'd be real. It'd be like, somebody have like a beauty mark, what they call a beauty mark, or like a mole or something. They be picking at it. They don't like it, but that motherfucker sitting over there looking at you sipping on his coffee is definitely intrigued right now. You feel me? So this is really about being secure and not letting that newly established, refined kind of energy. The tower could be rising up, being built up from the bottom up, kind of thing. The lovers again is the dance, is the choice, but it definitely speaks to that yin and yang energy. The yin and yang energy. It's really about acceptance right now. You know what I mean? It's one thing that we show to the world, but it's the other thing that we don't show to the world. You know what I mean? And watch how much fun happens. And we've already been witnessing how much has been showing that was in the dark. You know what I mean? Even the little code words they use at the White House, the what was it, the nachos, what the fuck, ice cream, pizza, and the pasta and all that. I was like, ugh, these motherfuckers nasty, but they understand energy if nothing else. You know what I'm saying? I can't take it away from them. I cannot take it away from them. It's not their fault that we're not using it. But then in those terms, you got to figure out which is for everybody and which is sacred. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Queenie, it's all about consent on this side of the field. It's all about reciprocity on this side of the field. You know what I mean? Not picking motherfuckers up out of their homes and all other kinds of places, whatever they be doing to get there. You know what I mean? We want to preserve and cultivate the innocence of the child. But it just lets you know there's different people or different beings on this planet. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So we can get that out of our minds right now that we are human and we're down here by ourselves. I know damn well I ain't from around these parts. You feel me? So who knows what else run around here? And truth be told, it ain't even about good and evil right about now. It's who's the better manifester. How about that? It's about who's the better manifester. Nothing is written in stone. Nothing is written in stone. Ain't no happily ever after kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? That's guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? And look how much we've manifested feeding into other people's shit for this long. Imagine what we could do for ourselves. You know what I mean? Has to be for the collective. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know what I mean? So I'll show you this last part. And then you don't even have to know about the Mayan calendar, but I'll show y'all anyway. Come on out of there. Come on out of there. There's the White Wizard one. It might take a minute. Y'all know my computer. Don't fucking come for me. Yeah, I, I'm still a little bit in the air with that because I'm still with Bobby about humanity being the problem itself. It's not on the highest octave. It's still on the animal level. It needs to be up. Uh, we're going to go to the last page. This is the download that you can get off of lawoftime.org. You know what I'm talking about? You can get the Mayan calendar off of there. And Cam man. Shit is this? Bandwidth. And those of you who already got this calendar, you can already take a look at it again. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about the bandwidth. We're in the white overtone wizard year. I am a overtone, yellow overtone. So even if your tone shows up, I'm gonna need y'all to rock with that day for those who are in class. Okay, bandwidth. This is all 260 of the different combinations possible. Goddamn. Come on back. Come on back. Come on back. Come on back. Possible in the Mayan calendar with the 13 tones and the 20 solar seals. I am number. Come on, don't you do it to me. Come on. Come on back. My number is 252, 42, where is 52? There I am, right there. Yellow overtone human, 252, right? That is nothing more than my seating arrangement in the orchestra of the all. This is what it looks like in the Mayan calendar with all the tones in their correct uh, seating arrangement in the orchestra. If I back it up a little bit, you'll see that there are green ones in the middle. And if I took a pencil and just drew a line from here and curved around here, what does this look like to y'all? Mm-hmm. 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 Anybody want to take a stab at that with that low light? It kind of looks like a space invader to me, but come on, somebody can see it. I know somebody can see it, and this will feed right into the bandwidth. Come on, take a stab at it. What that green? What that green look like? It starts right down here, curves up, comes this way, curves that way, and does the same thing on this side. Curves in, curves out. I'll let y'all sit with that. You can figure that out. It could look like a couple of things, but you figure out what that really looks like and get and holler back at a motherfucker, and you'll see what the minds were trying, what were cataloging at the time. Looks like a butterfly. I can see that. Yes, Brittany, it's fucking DNA. And DNA is nothing but a vibration or a wavelength, the bandwidth. Who you with the band with? Ooh, an hourglass. I like that one too. But it's just something to keep in mind because this calendar deals with the harmonics. You know what I'm saying? So right now we are in the let's see, what day is it? And we'll see who's playing today. That monkey. No, 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 no. There we are, right here. Kin number 91, which is the seating arrangements. Everybody gets their turn to play their solos in the grand orchestra. So 91, you come on down here and you see the seating arrangement of what day we're in the calendar. 91 is right here. Now, in February, for people in class, you know what these green days are. We have two stretches in each year. The first stretch will come in February where we get 10 straight days of activation portal days. I'm just putting you on game right now, especially if you're in the class, but I will post it on IG, let people know. These are going to be some powerful portal days. Please do not ask for no dumb nigga shit on these days. Please pull something down from these realms that will help your ass grow. And yeah, be selfish, but put a little bit out there for the world, all right? When we get there. All right, everybody. So that's what I got. Take y'all asses to bed, get your asses back to work. You know what I'm saying? What y'all doing up at this time? Don't y'all got work tomorrow? The hell? Fucking slackers, you hooligans, you playing hooky. Yo, you ain't working. How you saying that? You like Bernie Mac said, when you come in the room, you can tell who mama that was. Motherfucker look like they working and shit. uh, That's funny as shit. But I appreciate y'all for coming out and spending time with each other and sharing in this. It's always a beautiful thing when we get together wherever, you know what I'm saying? Uh, yes, please laugh today because laughter is the best medicine. It'll be the best release. And it's one of those things where the co-mediums, as I call them, or the comedians, they show us how to transmute energy. They are master alchemists. When you can take a bad situation from your childhood or some other shit and you can make fun of it and laugh. Keep that in mind. We are working on the great work. I agree, but I would say, Lisa J, you, me, everybody in the room, we are the great work. How about that? How about that? How about that? We can agree on that. I said we can agree on that. Talking to my shadow, we can agree on that shit. Thanks for the break. You got it. I know how that is. I got to get back in on it too. I got a couple shit I got hidden up in here. I can't show nobody. Man, I got so much stuff. I can't wait because this is gonna be the year when it comes out. So much shit I did for folks that I could not put out there because it's under goddamn contract. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? It's just how it be sometimes. But all right, yeah, yeah. We are the masterpiece. We are the original work of art. Like you said, there's nobody like it. Well, I've been running my mouth for 120. I need some water. Find me some roll up and just have a really great night. And I wish to say for everybody and a whole lot of fun tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? A whole lot of fun tomorrow. And remember on Saturday, especially, you know, how astrology is lining up with the calendar too is beautiful. Keep track of the next 13 days. Keep track of your next 13 days. It's all going to be about your influence. It's going to be about chewing my ice and rhythm. Somebody come get your girl. Um, the wisdom, the influence, and the free will. All right, we're gonna talk about it Saturday. We're gonna have class on Sunday for those that are in class. So make sure you bring all that hot shit that's been happening to class so we can see the magic real time and really get a grasp on what's going on and what's coming up. Okay. Ooh, excuse me. Damn. Peace. I'll talk to y'all later. All right.